Hello, welcome to my number 7, or is it number 6? I believe it's number 6. I had to look over there, sorry. But it's my number 6 game of the year, and it is Puyo Puyo Tetris. Or as the Japanese like to call it, Puyo Puyo Tetobitsu. It's a really interesting game. You know, you have both Puyos and Tetris. And then you combine them, you think you get a huge mess because it's two different types of games. I mean, they're puzzle games, but I mean, you know, you have Puyos, which, you know, are these weird little creatures, and you're trying to make, you know, connecting, not even lines, but, you know, just connect at least 4 of them to make them pop. Pop Puyos. You build chains of, you know, falling Puyos, you know, kind of like you would a Tetris trick. That's neither here nor there. The real beauty of Puyo Puyo Tetris is that combining them actually works pretty well. It makes for a really hectic game. Of course, you can just play Puyo if you want, Puyo Puyo, or and if you want, you can just play Tetris. But you can also have the board switch out on a timer, which is really fun, or you can even play them on the same board, which is really weird and a little intense sometimes. And there's all these puzzle modes and whatnot. It has a good round of characters. It has problems though. Holy moly, is the audio annoying. Not the music or anything, but all the character voices are really, really bad. And they really weren't that bad in the Japanese version from what I remember. But I also remember hearing mostly a lot of Dr. Dog and the robot, and they sounded pretty cool. And the fish, red surfing fish. But it's a really neat concept, and I don't really have anything else bad to say about it. It's just a fun game. That's despite, you know, it pretty much being the same game except combining them in new ways. But I like it a lot. That's my number 6 game of the year, Puyo Puyo Tetris. Thank you. Number 5 on my game of the year list is The Legend of Zelda: The Breath of the Wild. I think it's a really fascinating game. Um, there is a vast, beautiful, wide open world to explore. I had a ton of fun exploring this world and finding a lot of its secrets. Um, there are 100 shrines to which are mini dungeons to finish, and I had fun doing most of those. The ones that used motion controls, maybe not so much, but most of them were pretty good. Um, that world is full of interesting characters. I enjoyed climbing Death Mountain to meet the Gorons. I enjoyed the waterfall, the Zora. I enjoyed everybody. I thought the Garuda stuff was kind of weird, but and Bravali, the bird dude, was a straight up jerk. Um, but that world is just an absolute delight to explore. You can go any which way and climb any wall, and you'll find just, if nothing else, it just absolutely looks beautiful. Uh, Finding some of the shrines was a neat little puzzle in and of itself. Um, and probably one of my favorite sequences of the year was climbing Hyrule Castle to face Ganon. To use every tool at your disposal in that castle. There's many ways to infiltrate it. The enemies are tough there. It's gorgeous. And it has some of the best music in that game. It is fantastic. You just feel like this awesome. You feel awesome climbing that tower to face game, and I think the actual fight is pretty decent at the end as well. Unfortunately, the problem from preventing it from being higher on this list is the 4 dungeons. The Guardian Beast dungeons were pretty bad in my opinion, but that Hyrule Castle sequence really made up for it. But yeah, I think it definitely earned a top 5 slot in my Game of the Year list for 2017. Number 5, The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild. Number 4 on my Game of the Year list for 2017 is Yakuza 0. Yakuza 0 is a fun-filled romp through, let's say, the 80s of Tokyo. And you can do so many things. You can run a hostess club, you can play Mahjong, you can play any number of casino and board and dice games, Mahjong, CeeLo, just whatever you can think of. You can do karaoke, and that results in some of the best moments that a straight-faced guy like the protagonist Kiryu Kazuma and Goro Majima can do in this game. I mean, the main game isn't about any of that. It's a drama mainly about this guy Kazuma Kiryu, who the series is mainly about this guy Kazuma Kiryu, who is trying to be a member of the Yakuza, and really the series starts out with him as a member of the Yakuza, but he's trying to emulate his mentor, the guy who raised him, I think, and he gets caught up in being framed for a murder. Plot details aside, it's really interesting. Just trust me on that one. I can't explain it. I'm sorry without going into too much detail. But you end up fighting tons of guys. You end up fighting your Yakuza brothers, and there's a second protagonist, Goro Majima, and he's a crazy son of a bitch. That is just Majima is fantastic, and it results in some of the most climactic battles you can fight in this what feels like a modern River City Ransom almost kind of. I don't know what else to say about it without just kind of spoiling the game. It's fantastic. I think it really earns number 4 spot on Mikey's Game of the Year 2017 list.
So good. So good. So good.